Zoom community for being here. Yay! Thanks, Reverend Ken, for doing all that you do for the Zoom community and for us. Thanks, Reverend Christina, for guiding us and being the senior minister and being just the light that she is. Thanks, David Young, for being here yesterday. It was wonderful. It was a wonderful afternoon. Thanks, Virgie and Debbie. I always want to call you Deb. Debbie for ushering. Thanks, Norman, for doing the camera. Thanks, Keith and John for doing the media. And thanks, Peggy, for doing the refreshments. I knew there was somebody there. And Janine for doing the altar. Thank you. There is it's going to be online, and it's called Manifesting Money. Deborah Covington knew the presenter, and I apologize, I don't see the name, but she said it's very contemporary. A lot of the prosperity and money workshops that we do it's old stuff, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's profound, but Deborah was saying that this is more relatable to now. So if you have issues around money, which we all do, okay, raise your hand if you have issues with money. Everybody raise your hand. There you go. There you go. Very good. So this is May 11th. No, it's not. It starts May 11th. 11th through June 15th. I think that's 6 weeks. It's $297. It's 5 weeks. Let me see. Yeah, Monday night is Monday nights. Thank you, Reverend Rochelle McCrary is the person that's leading it. Just do the class. Just do the class. You want to open yourself to the abundance of money that is the divine. Do this class. Okay? The pollinator garden. It's on the May 3rd. What we're planning on doing is we're going to start the service later, 15 minutes later, and we're going to congregate at the pollinator garden out here because they have invited us to, because we're doing the gardens. CCL is taking care of the gardens. The pollinator gardens is on that side, and it's all the way up front. It's not the front garden, but it's over on this side. We're going to start the service. Their congregation is going to be down there at 11:45. So we're going to join them. We're going to start the service down there and then come back up here. And we'll have a shortened service so that it doesn't go till 1:30 or whatever. So that's on May 3rd. Starts at 11:45, and our service will start at 12 because that thing will go from 11:45 till 12 o'clock. CCL is participating in Color America Beautiful with the Power of Kindness Challenge. This is, Holly started this. There's a box. I forgot to bring it out, but the sheets are out here. If you've done random acts of kindness recently, which I know we all have, write them down. We want to do 250 before July 4th, and we can fill that box before July 4th with many more than 250, because I know the consciousness of this community, and we do random acts of kindness all the time. That's that. The ministerium, the Morristown Ministerium, the pantry, the food pantry. They have a food pantry here. If you want to donate to it, you can. There's also the, for the lack of a better term, the kiosk. There's a blue box at the front door of St. Matthew. You can take if you need food, or you can give. Okay, so it's there. It's open 24/7. Just if you don't want to donate. The pantry is open from the first and third Monday of each month from 12 to 2 and 5 to 7. If you want to bring something for the pantry, bring something. I want to do that in the next few months, to have a CCL drive to bring stuff in for the pantry, and we'll donate as CCL. Financial contributions are fine also. Course in Miracles, the amazing Ken Davis leads this, second and fourth Monday of every month, 7 o'clock on Zoom. Be there because his mastery of the Course in Miracles is pretty astounding. The solar energy, if you haven't invited somebody to be in the solar energy, do it. It has been profound for us. Junie and Marty have been taking the cards to all of their events, to the Pachamama, all their meetings and stuff, and a bunch of people have signed up. So if you've got something like that you can take these to, it doesn't, it says nothing about God on it. It's not religious, so take them, give them out to people in your community and in your lives. What's that? Exactly. It's a win-win-win because it's 30% savings on your energy bill. It's solar energy, and we get $150 for every person we sign up. Tuesday through Friday, 12 o'clock, prayer with Reverend Christina. Be there. It's an opportunity to allow an amazing prayer to pray with you and for you. 12 o'clock, Tuesday through Friday. You all have I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that when I do the talk. Let me see. Sharon?
Yeah.
You are up.
Cool. Here's an oldie but a goodie. You know it, you can sing with me. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Think I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, nothing but blue skies. Skies. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
Beautiful, Sharon. Woohoo! Beautiful. So welcome, everybody. Right now, I want you to welcome Zoom. Good to be here with you. Everybody close your eyes. Okay? We're going to do an invocation. Let's take a nice deep, deep breath, breathing in the breath of God. And what an invocation is we're invoking the presence of the divine. We're acknowledging it. We're standing in it. And knowing what that presence is for us. So we just breathed in the breath of God. So I want you to be present to this moment right here, right now. This moment of the divine, because the divine is right here, not in the past and not in the future. The divine presence, the divine love, the divine peace is right here, right now. So I invite you to let go of everything else and be present to that presence and just be. Let go of the monkey mind, let go of the have-tos and the need-tos, and be present to the love that is here. Be present to the love that is with the Zoom community, that we send to them and they send to us. We are all one in this presence, in this beingness. So we let everything else go. I know that Reverend Paul and Kathy step aside and allow the divine to flow through. I know that Sharon is the hands and voice of God, that the divine plays the music and sings through Sharon. I know that all of us are in the presence of that beautiful unconditional love. It flows to and through us. And we are present to it in this moment, in this moment, in this moment. So I know that every aspect of this service is the perfection and the orchestration of the divine so that we get to be here and be. So let's do that. Let's bask in the beingness of this service. And we let go and let God. And together we say, and so it is.
So it is.
Yeah, please.
Good morning. If you can repeat. It's on. Good.
John, can you up that a little bit?
Oh, it's okay. I just couldn't hear myself. It's a good thing. If you could repeat after me. I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and peace.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and peace.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and joy.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and joy.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and complete health.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and complete health.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and abundance.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and abundance.
That's for me.
That's free.
So I went into the Karen Drucker file today and grabbed the wrong music. So don't look at your order of service.
Yes.
This is called I Am Healed.
Yes.
Up from my feet, I call the healing power. Up from my feet, I draw it to my heart. It's already here. I only need to claim it. Up from my feet, I know that I am healed. I am healed. In through my hands, I call the healing power. In through my hands, I draw it to my heart. It's already here. I only need to claim it. In through my hands, I know that I am healed. I am healed. Then it's down through my head. I call the healing power. Down from my head, I draw it to my heart. It's already here. I only need to claim it. Down crown from my head, I know that I am healed. I am healed. With my spirit and soul, I call the healing power. With my spirit and soul, I draw it to my heart. It's already here. I only need to claim it. Spirit and soul, I know that I am healed. I am healed. Up from the earth, I call the healing power. It's up from the earth, I draw it to my heart. It's already here. I only need to claim it. Up from the earth, I know that I am healed. I am healed. It's back to the earth. I send the healing power. Back to the earth, I send it from my heart. It's already here. I only need to claim it. Back to the earth, I know that I am healed, healed, healed. I know that I am healed.
Woohoo! Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So next is our blessing of new visitors, and there's nobody here for the first time. If there is anybody on Zoom, raise your hand with your reaction, and this blessing is for you. Yes, Norman's behind the camera raising his hand. That's what I'm laughing at. So, everybody else? There we go. There we go. Everybody else, raise your hands. All right? To each other or the Zoom or whatever, out into the universe. This is a blessing for everyone. If you'll repeat after me, welcome to the Center for Conscious Living. We are a heart-centered spiritual community. We open ourselves to you in love. We recognize the perfection of God within you. We celebrate the joyous being that you all are. You are a radiant point of light. We are blessed by your presence. Welcome home.
And now, I think, yes, it's on. It's on. So today's reading is called Righteousness, and it's in 365 Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. In the way of righteousness is life, and in the pathway thereof there is no death. You and I should look across the new horizon of the greater possibility that resides within us and meet the living God and feel the embrace of its presence, and come at last to know the infallibility of the infinite divine power. From out of the great mind that is the divine, the way of life is made perfect and straight and immediate. It is made happy, whole, and prosperous. We should awake to the living presence of the eternal universal presence within each one of us and enter into a realization of a new peace and joy. As we come to surrender all littleness and all fear and doubt, the great river of life flowing from the mind of spirit will renew our vigor, remake our strength, ennoble our being, heal our bodies, and bring peace to our hearts. As our thoughts are cleared of all that is unlike the divine who created us, they become receptacles for the outpouring of all that is good, wonderful, and true. God's love always embraces us. The divine wisdom is always within us, and Spirit's joy is ours to share. Abundance is everywhere. And so it is.
So it is. So this next song is, it is a first fruits of spring offering to Mother Earth. And it was written by my good friend and bandmate, Aaron Magnin. It's called She Awakes. I was sleeping deep, still to the depths of my bones, lost in my sepia dreams, my cave of comfort heavy as a stone. I was called awake by the whisper of snow through the trees, icicles hitting the windows like a champagne toast on New Year's Eve. She wakes, stretches her arms to the sky, her roots through the earth, reaching down deep, and her breath is cold and misty as she says, death makes room for life. We have been waiting in a womb tightly wound, quietly anticipating the movement from silence to sound. Do you hear her beckon? She says it's time to transform. The buds on the trees have burst forth. The earth turns and so do we. She awakes. She stretches her arms to the sky, her roots through the earth, reaching down deep, and her breath is cold and misty as she says, death makes room for life. I have spent this whole season in the arms of the mother, death to rebirth, sorting my ribbons and my morals, my antiques and my failings, eyes on the planets and hands in the dirt, and I feel her awake. She stretches her arms to the sky, her roots through the earth, reaching down deep, and her breath is warm as sunshine as she says, death makes room for life.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. You guys got the reading. I handed it out. Kathy, if you got it?
Yep.
I need to refer to it. I apologize. I thought I had one for myself. Put it up on your refrigerator. Put it somewhere that you can get to it easily and effortlessly. Because this is all we talk about. I mean, it's right here. It expresses everything that Holmes is saying about our relationship with the divine. You and I should look across the new horizon of the greater possibility that resides within us and greet the living God and feel the embrace of this presence and come at last to know the infallibility of the infinite divine power. Infallibility of the divine power. That everything that happens is for a purpose. And there is a gift in all of it. He talks about, from out of the great mind of this divine, the way of life is made perfect, straight, and immediate. It is made happy, whole, and prosperous. He's talking about standing and opening to the divine. And it's spring. It's the renewal. The trees and the flowers and all of the wildlife don't go, oh, what, this winter sucked. Man, it was just the worst. And now with the trees, now I've got to do blooms. You know, the humans like these flowers, and I've got to produce these flowers. You know, and the flowers are coming up, going, man, I want a day off. You know, come on. Do I have to do this? They're not saying that. Yeah, exactly. The bees are bothering me. Get out of here. They're not doing that. They're going, oh, I get to express God. I get to express the amazingness of what I am. And they're not looking at the past. They're not going, well, you know, that sucked, you know, that was there. And they're in the renewal. They're in the present. They're in the now. The renewal of life. And we get to do that too. That's what I'm inviting you to do, is to be in the present here. Let's let go of the past and stand in the now and the now and the now and the now. Because that's, I said all the time, that's where life is. That's where the divine is. That's where hope is. That's where love is. That's where peace is. And if we're standing in that, then we can create from there. We can set the intention of a beautiful day, moment, life, event, anything that we want, a relationship. Anything that we desire starts from our standing in this, right here. Exactly what Holmes is talking about. It's all laid out right here. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside still waters. He restoreth my soul. That doesn't mean that our souls are bad, that they're wrong, that they've done anything that need to be fixed, but they need to be restored into the knowingness that they are one with the divine. That's what the restoration is. And we forget that. We forget the idea of God has got my back all the time. God is my source of well-being. We talked about the healing. That song was perfect. I loved it. Healing, health is ours now. And there's nothing we have to do for it other than open to it. God's not going, well, you did do this and you said this wrong, and none of that. God loves us unconditionally and wants nothing but our highest and best, and health is part of that. So now, today, a renewal of health. Okay? There's another statement. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness. Yeah, he leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. I don't like the term righteousness. I really don't like that term. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because in Power Through Constructive Thinking, the first book that I ever read about metaphysics, he taught, writer. Anyhow, the writer interprets a metaphysical interpretation of a lot of the things. It's the 23rd Psalm, and he says, right thinking for righteousness. And I went, I like that. That I can align with. So whenever you think of righteousness, think of right thinking, because we've got it's not the right thinking is the presence of the divine, thinking that uplifts us, that we know we are in the presence of the divine, that the divine has got us. That's the right thinking. It's only right in the sense that it's going to bring us peace and joy and all that. So if you want that, that's the right thinking, because the other aspect of it isn't wrong. The non-right thinking is not wrong. It's just not going to get us where we want to go. It's not going to get us centered in the divine. We'll learn from it, which we always do. There are gifts in it, but they're hard gifts. The gifts are like, wow, man, that was a tough gift. It's the gift that you get for Christmas that's practical. That you go, well, this isn't what I asked for, but boy, it's going to come in handy. So the idea of being present and starting over is the idea of we can create anything that we want, that it's up to us, and we have to alter our thinking. Because all of the things that we don't want in our lives are the result of some thinking that we haven't been watching for, that we haven't been watching out for, that we haven't recognized. Oh, yeah, when I look back, there's the thinking that brought me to this point, to this whatever this is. And like I said, there will be lessons in that. But I want us to learn the lessons from the divine, from the joy, from the peace, from the love. Okay? And the knowingness that we are completely supported by the divine. So I had a wonderful day. It was Friday, and I was getting a bunch of stuff together for the David Young concert and the workshop. It was wonderful. Everybody that was there knows that it was wonderful, and I'm sorry that whoever wasn't there missed it, because it was wonderful. So I was getting ready for it. I was getting snacks and stuff. Friday morning, I thought, okay, I want to get all the stuff together for the David Young concert so that Saturday I don't have to do that. So I'm thinking, okay, what do I got to do? And I wrote a list of all the things that I got to do. And then I sat down and I prayed. And I did treatment. And I said, God, I am in your flow. I am in a flow of the divine. I know that this day flows beautifully, easily, and effortlessly. And then I started my day. And I knew the places that I had to go. I knew the ones that were close to each other. And then I started to go one place, and I heard, nope, don't go there. Go here first. I went, okay. So I went to the bank first. Went to the bank, got change for change. Went to the cleaners, and this is this is beautiful. It was such an example of this. I adore the woman that owns the cleaners that I go to. She is just a delight. She's from, I'll get it wrong. But she's not from. She wasn't originally born here. And so I walk in and I said, "Hi, Ann," and she's she's doing one of these. I said, what's wrong? How are you doing? She goes, oh, no, not so good. And she said, she goes, one of my tenants, the plumbing went, and they're calling me 11 o'clock at night, and she's going, what am I supposed to do at 11 o'clock at night? And so she said, but I got the plumber there, and the plumber's great, but boy, he's expensive. Man, and I said, yeah. I said, a plumber is worth their weight in gold. Because when you need one, they're there, and you don't know how to do that, and your water's flooding, and they are worth their weight in gold. And I said, she said, and he fixed it, and it was great. And she goes, but they're expensive. And I said, oh, I know somebody who's a good plumber that won't be as expensive. She goes, no. She goes, I like my guy. I like my guy, but boy, he's expensive. And I said, is money tight? And she goes, oh no, I got all kinds of money. I'm sitting here, and she goes, I'm thinking about selling the building, but then I would have to rent this, and she was telling me all the bad things that were going on, and then she goes, yeah, and at one point I was complaining to one of my somebody in my family about some job that needed to be done, and he goes, yeah, I'll do that for you, and he did it for you, and did it that moment. And what I recognized is where she was focusing. You got it, right? She was focusing on all the trials and tribulations of all the things that she had to do. Instead of, she was sitting there explaining it. She has all the money. She's got a guy a plumber that comes on a whim, just right when she asks for it. She's got the money to pay for him. He's great. She likes him. So it's like, here you go. Has anybody seen Tomorrowland? Watch it. It's a wonderful little movie. But in it, the main character says, and she's reminding her dad of the story. And she goes, there's two wolves, and they're always fighting. One is darkness and despair, and the other one is light and hope. And the question is, who wins the battle? Who wins the fight? Exactly. The one you feed. So here was this lovely woman who was feeding darkness and despair. When God was going, here's your plumber, here's your money, here's everything to take care of every single one of those things. It's the opposite side of the same coin. It's right there. But which one are you choosing? Which one are you feeding? And we're always feeding one or the other. It's always our job. It's always an inside job. So now, what are we going to feed for this new season, for this spring? What are we going to manifest? What are we going to bring up? Okay? All right, everybody close your eyes. I want you to take a moment and just indulge me. This may not be comfortable, but I want you to do this. I have a method in my madness. I want you to find something that's not working in your life right now, that's frustrating you, angering you, that's just you have no handle on, and I want you to think of that, and I want you to feel the feelings around it. All right, that's enough of that. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. Now I want you to find the best thing in your life. The thing that's going really well. The thing that excites you. The thing that is just lights you up in your life. No matter how small, no matter, whatever it is. And I want you to feel that feeling. I want you to feel the feelings around that. All right, now come back. So, popcorn. Anybody, tell me a feeling that you had from the first one. Okay? Anger. Frustration. Limitation, exactly. Exactly. Okay, now tell me a feeling you had from the second one. There you go. There you go. Now, the reason I did this exercise with you is because you just saw how quickly you can go from the darkness of despair to the light and the hope. You can do it in an instant. Okay? So I want you to work on that. I want you to work and get that, be facile with the no, that's not what I want to do. I'm gonna change my thinking, change my thought pattern, change my belief to this. This is what I know. I know that the divine, this sheet right here, if you got a question, go to this. Go to this, because this will bring you out of the darkness and the despair and bring you into the light. And it's that easy. I promise you. Just keep practicing. Because, and this is from Abraham. This was I think it was from Friday. Take the time to line up the energy first. That's what I'm talking about. Before you start the day, line up the energy. Before you start saying, okay, what do I want in my life? Line up the energy. Okay? Because the wants, the desires are then coming from the divine. Okay? Let me start over. Take the time to line up with the energy first, and action becomes inconsequential. If you set up the action, if you set up the energy first, then the reason that it becomes inconsequential is because you're centered in the divine, and the divine guides the action. You don't have to think about it. It's, God guided me to the cleaners so I could do this talk. Right? And I went. That was the action I took, but I took it out of my connection and the energy of the divine. Not from, oh God, I got to do this today. And see the difference? Because if I'm standing in the love and the peace and the freedom and all of the good things that we just talked about, then my day flows. Then the things that I desire in my life show up because I'm standing in that energy. And so the action is inconsequential. We need to take the action. Holmes says, treat, move your feet. And I respect that. And there's also the idea of letting go and letting God. But first we have to trust the divine. First we have to go in the letting go. Well, God's got this. Well, if your thinking is, well, God's going to get me and God's going to mess all this up and God, yada, 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 then we don't want to let go and let God. But if we're reading this and knowing this, then letting go and letting God is fabulous. Amazing things that we could never have imagined will open up to us. If you don't take the time to line up with the energy, if you don't find the feeling place, is what we just found, the feeling place, and what you're looking for, not enough. God, I got to start this over because this is brilliant. If you don't take the time and line up with the energy, if you don't find the feeling place and what you're looking, feeling place of what you're looking for, not enough action in the world will make a bit of difference. Start anew. Let go of the past. Be in this moment, in this moment, and this moment. It's spring. Enjoy it. Decide now. Set the intention now for what you want in your life, what your life is going to be. I love you all and thank you for being here. Sorry.
Thank you, Paul.
My pleasure.
How would it be if everything that you thought you knew was turned upside down, opposite from your point of view? How would it feel if the ground was really the sky and all of this time you've been walking when you could have been flying? If you run 1,000 miles a minute, you can expect to wear out a few pairs of shoes. If you forget how to love and take it for granted, you can expect to wear out the people close to you. What if all the birds are flying just to show us all the trees are really holding the sky up? Everything that you do matters somehow. What if heaven and hell was right now? How would it be if you really created your life? Stories you told, the good and bad, that they come alive. How would it change if your words were like nails and wood? You build your house, but you forget that it's just a house. You can rebuild it. What if all the birds are flying just to show us all the trees are really holding the sky up? Everything that you do matters in the end. What if all of our mistakes are forgiven? What if love is a lot of listening, a little bit of time, not pretending we are caught up in a world of daydreams? What if loving what you have is everything? What if all the birds are flying just to show us all the trees are really holding the sky up? Everything that you do matters so much. How would it change your life? How would you change your life?
Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
That's by Ellis.
Nice. So, have you guys been playing the game? Does anybody have, because I've got 3, does anybody have a story of unexpected income? All right. Keep looking. Keep looking. Open up to it. Good. Please, go ahead.
Yeah, it was, I needed money for my rental. And, yeah, some stuff was going on. I was like, where am I going to get this money? And it was a bank account I totally forgot about. Like, I don't know how I forgot about this bank account. And I looked, and I was like, wow, there's a lot of money in there. So it was like the perfect amount for me to get everything I needed done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. I already told you about the the $3,400 that I'm getting back from the government for my taxes, and then the other day, from many of you know Bill Marcioni. Okay, this came to me. I just Dear Reverend Paul and board, I can't thank you enough for your. Oh no! Sorry. Wait a minute. Wait. Wait a minute. Sorry. Sorry. This is anyhow. It was a note from Bill Marcioni that New Thought Philadelphia was tithing to me for my support of New Thought Philadelphia. It's like, yes, it was beautiful. It was beautiful and unexpected income. So, and the other one was I got a check from the insurance company, $90. It was like, yeah. So of course, all of that gets 10% of that goes to the Center for Conscious Living. So open up to it. It's there. Again, whenever you're thinking about finances, whenever you're thinking about money, whenever you're worried about it, go to here. Go to here. And know that the divine is completely supporting us. Always. Prosperity is yours by divine right. You deserve it. It is yours. There is no piece of the pie. There is no little bit. There is an abundance, which says at the very end of this, abundance is everywhere. Okay? All right. You guys want to come up and we'll do the offertory prayer? I think I've said this before, but in my orals for practitioner training, this is the one thing that I missed. It's the law. I've talked about this, the law of circulation, which is as we give, we do receive. And yeah.
Didn't come directly to me, but one of our congregants took us to a senior center to present about our community solar. And we just made a presentation and we gave out the cards. 18 families from the senior center, not even CCL, signed up. All that money is going to come
To CCL. Yep, thank you, Junie. That was perfect. That was beautiful. That's beautiful. And that's what shows up. That's what shows up. So the law of circulation, they were asking me about it, and I went and I said, I love you guys, but I got nothing. And they said, as you give, you do receive. And I was like, my God, we say it every single week at CCL. Sure.
I hardly play the lottery, but I went last week to ShopRite, and this lady said, why don't you play 5? It's giving $300,000. I said, okay, and I won $30.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Very good. That's great. Unexpected income. I'll let you guys read it.
Okay. Thank you, God, for this abundance that is mine to share. I bless this gift and give it to thee in gratitude and joy, knowing that as I give, I do receive.
Gracias, Dios mío, por esta abundancia que es mía para compartirla. Te lo entrego a ti con alegría y júbilo, sabedora de que del modo que doy, yo recibo.
There you go.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed.
I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
I am so blessed.
I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. We are so blessed. The Zoom community, everybody here, everybody that has been here, we are all blessed by the divine. Thank you, God, for this abundance of prosperity that flows through all of us to the Center for Conscious Living. Thank you for your love, the prosperity, the joy that you are our source of. And we thank you. We thank you for all the good and more good of you. And so it is.
So it is.
I think it's time to circle up.
Circle up.
Yep, circle up. I truly thank you all for being here. I love you all dearly. Love seeing everybody here. Can you move over and grab my elbow? There we go. There we go. Let's do it. Yep, let's do it.
Peace song.
Peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as great Father, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment, live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And to close this beautiful service, just giving such gratitude, such thanks to the Creator for bringing us together in this beautiful Sangha, this Sangha of peace and of love. And as we walk through this earth this week, knowing that each moment is the now moment that we take right action and just love one another, love ourselves, extend that vibration of love to everyone you meet, knowing that we do, we are living in a world of peace and love. And so it is.
So it is.
Are you ready?
Yeah, ready.
Oh, come on. Are you ready?
Ready.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. All right, if you will repeat after me. Right this minute. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my feelings.
Life is in my feelings.
Life is in all my activities.
Life is in all my
I receive it. I share it.
I share it.
I am it.
I am it.
And I accept it.
And I accept it.
How?
Just the way it does.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
And accepting all these wonderful gifts, we say,
Yeah!